Hey guys, how you doing today? Mark here. Hope you are having a fabulous day. Mine could be a little bit better. It is freezing outside. I woke up this morning and it was -5 degrees, and that does not include the wind chill. So the video I wanted to make today is on hold. I wanted to show a different way to do the brake fluid change, but yeah, I'm not going to work out in this frigid cold weather. Okay, but what I want to do instead is I'm going to show you my camera mount system. I made something new. Yes, I made something new. Now, this is really quite easy to make, and anyone can do it. So yeah, let me just show you exactly what I did. Now, unfortunately, I do have it already done, so you don't get to see me working on it, but I can explain it. It was a pretty simple process, really. All right, first off, I will show you exactly what I got here. You can see right here, this is dur-a-lock. I have it on my camera case as well. And this is actually a very sturdy dur-a-lock. It's like 30 pounds, so it will hold up to pretty much anything. But what I did is I took cling wrap, and I suggest not using cling wrap. It's too sticky, and I'll get to that, what happened in a little bit here. But I placed the cling wrap over this whole area, and I took Sculpey clay, Sculpey clay 3, which is an oven drying clay. In fact, I've got a piece of the clay still over by my my spot on the couch on a little end table, and it's actually still soft and pliable, and I can use it. And this does not dry until you actually put it in an oven and dry it. And then it gets rock hard. So what I did though is I took a big piece of that clay, well, big, probably about maybe 1.5 ounces or so of the clay, and just kind of formed an area, where I thought would work. And I tried to smooth out all the creases and crevices and finger indentations, so I would sit there and I'd push it down and get the contour of the helmet into the clay, and then I was sitting there smoothing out the surface and stuff. So nice easy job, just a couple of minutes. And then what I would do is I would take my camera case and I would just put it on anywhere that I thought that, maybe that's the right angle. I would tape it into position, run outside and shoot a little video, come back in, watch the video, and figure out what changes need to be made. Do I need to go, at first I was concentrating on the vertical, should it go down like this? Should it be up like this? Up like this? I was trying to figure all that out. And once I got what I thought was a pretty decent angle, well, then I started working on, does it, when it's on there, does it point in towards my helmet, or does it point out towards to the side? And then I got that where I thought was pretty decent. And then the next thing I had to work on is the actual pitch of the camera. Is it sticking out like this, or was it sticking out like that? And again, I played with it a little bit, and I think I got it to where I wanted it. And then I really pushed it down hard into the position that I figured it was going to be. Again, taped it up again, ran outside, and did another video clip. Like I said, each of these different angle changes, I was going out several times. That's the biggest hassle of making this, really. It's just getting the alignment right. Well, anyway, once I got the alignment where I wanted it, I really pushed the casing down into the clay. And again, I had to double check everything, make sure that I didn't push too much on the back or too much on the front, or, just anything like that. And when I got it to where I wanted it, I noticed that this spot right here with these buttons was actually kind of making a weird impression right here. So I actually took my a knife, I think I took a butter knife, and cut out the area for those buttons. Once I did that, I had it kind of an area where I could use it to kind of line up everything, which is kind of nice, really. But anyway, now what happened was that when I went to go pull off the saran, the cling wrap, it stuck so much to the helmet. You know, I had to sit there and I peel off all the way around the clay, and then I had a hard time removing it. I was trying to peel it off, but the clay started kind of like to buckle and move and stuff, and I was like, oh crap, you know, here I did all this work and it's going to end up getting bent and everything. So anyway, I ended up getting it off the helmet, and then I had to get it off of the cling wrap itself, the clay off the cling wrap, and that was another hassle. I eventually got it off. Then I just put the clay on the helmet itself, and everything was notched out, you know, like around this rivet here, around the guard area for the face shield, and this little area down here by these plastics and stuff like that. All that got molded in, so it was actually really easy to put it back where it was supposed to be, lay it flat. Again, took my camera, kind of pushed it into the clay, made sure everything was molded right. Then I took that, put it on a baking pan, put it in the oven for 20 minutes at 350 degrees just to dry it out. But then when it got out of the oven, you know, it's rock hard and everything, and I was able to align everything just right. I did have to do a little bit of sanding, just to, you know, there's still some imperfections to it, so nothing major really. Sanded up the edges a little bit, cleaned them up. The way I have the clay attached to the helmet is with a 3M commercial grade heavy duty foam double-sided tape. What I ended up doing, I ended up putting the tape on the clay, but left the backing on the other side, just so I can again start doing alignment tests, you know, make sure everything was in the right place. And then what I did is I actually marked out with a marker going around the whole thing and trying to get the location right. Pulled off the backing, stuck the clay onto the helmet, and again, alignment tests. I was putting the camera shell, the housing, whatever you want to call it, onto the helmet, and I'd go out and do some more recording, come back, you know, oh, that's a little off, gotta do this, and it really didn't take much because I did such a good job of it, you know, when I was forming everything. So when I finally got it where I needed it and got the dur-a-lock down, so I got the top edge of the dur-a-lock here, all I have to do is line up the top edge of the dur-a-lock on my housing, and that way I've got my pitch going up and down, and I don't have to worry about it. It's pretty much set in the position that I need it. So it was really kind of quite easy. The only issue I really had was that the camera was kind of out like that, and I had to correct it. And I didn't have to correct it by much. Basically, all I did was put a little piece of the foam tape on this little piece here at the bottom, and that just brought it out enough to where it kind of sat right. I think there might still be a little bit off, but nothing that I'm going to be concerned about. But what's cool is I got this 30-pound dur-a-lock, and you heard it snap into place. And I mean, it's on there. It is not coming off. It's a pain in the butt just to pull this off. So my thinking, I'm not going to ever take it off. Even if I don't have a camera in there, the profile on there is so nice, you know, and narrow. It's so close to the helmet. I don't need to take it off. There's really no reason for me to. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it on, even if there's no camera. And all I have to do is just open up the door, slide my camera in, put the door back on, plug in my microphone, and go. Now all I gotta do is wait for some warm weather, because I actually have not been able to go out and ride with the camera on it yet, so I don't know exactly what the footage is going to be like. I know I do have a little bit of vibration in the helmet when I'm riding, just a little bit, not much. But that was one of the reasons why I wanted to make that mount, is because that last system that I had, where it was kind of up here, it would vibrate. And I was getting a lot of movement in the camera and stuff in my footage. And especially at the higher speeds, 55 and above, I was really getting a lot of vibration. So I'm hoping that this will actually cure that issue. So anyway, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the road. Bye.